I'm speaking with Mike and John. We're here at AdTech. You can hear all the noise in the background, but I stumbled upon this interesting story that I want you guys to know about. So first of all, Mike, he writes for Huffington Post, and he's an industry analyst. He knows a lot of things, all the right people. He and John have something interesting to share with you. So Mike, take it away.
Well, great. Well, thanks so much, Bethany. We're really happy to be here. Crowd Science is one of the new product launches here at the show, the Citrus product. And it really helps publishers decide, what they need to do to reach their audience. It's audience segmentation, but it's done in a way that allows people to make decisions, make good decisions, I think, if that's right, John. And we're seeing a couple more interesting products that take a little beyond Nielsen or beyond ComScore down to a very pragmatic level. And so that's what's interesting to me is who are the new guys, who are the new players, and Crowd Science with their launch of Citrus has provided some analysis of Facebook ads, just came out with a release today on that. So that's why I'm here. So why don't we ask John, what do you think of the show and how's AdTech going for you?
It's going really well. I think the show's great. It's super busy. I'm really surprised at how many people are here, and we're happy to be here. We launched the product 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So yeah, we launched it 3 weeks ago. We've been working on it for the last 12 months. The company's history was all in audience research, ad research, and we had huge data sets for traditional publishers and new digital publishers, so Federated Media, Meredith, the Turners of the world. And we were able to figure a way to take the data that we had and turn it into actionable audience segments. And the nice thing about this is, the space has done really well in the last few years, taking third-party data and applying that to advertising. The problem is, from a publisher's perspective, it's lowest common denominator. You get lumped in with the 12 other publishers in your space. And so we flip that around and we do research directly on a publisher's site so that the publisher can dig out what makes them unique and have that represented within the campaigns that run on their site.
Who are some of the companies that you're partnering with, and who are some of your clients?
We're just about to announce a partnership with Crux, which are a fantastic DMP in the space. A bunch of ad networks, so Federated Media, NetShelter, Martini Networks, and then standard publishers, so Everyday Health, Turner Sports, Meredith, those types of companies.
The NHL. The Hockey League.
Hockey League,
and
exactly.
You're living, are you in Canada? I can't remember where you're living these days. LA, Canada, he's moving all over. But there's a large component of the people that came out of Canada, so that's why I think they got the NHL immediately.
Right. Can you tell me a particular client where you're working with where you encountered a surprise, or you mentioned Men's Health, that the audience is maybe a little bit different from what we would expect? What's a story that comes to mind? There
was one piece of ad research that we had done in the last 12 months for a big health company. And this was around ED drugs for men, right? And so the assumption going into this was that it was the men that were on the web searching for those drugs and trying to find out about them. What we'd found was that's partially true. It's kind of half men, half women. What we found that was really interesting was the men expressed that there's no problem, things are fine. What the women said is, no, this is code red, we need to get this thing sorted out. And so, I guess long story short, the second rev of that campaign was very focused on the wives and the girlfriends in the relationship. And so that's the types of things that we uncover, taking what is thought to be conventional knowledge and turning it on its head. So they need to target more than just football games and golf magazines. Not that women don't like both of those, but maybe they need to have a presence more in fashion magazines or things like that. Interesting. Again, not a stereotype. Mike, what else should we be asking John?
Well, I think that there's some statistics that have come out just on the back of your notepad, I think, that I've been carrying around today that I think's kind of amazing. These are the little field notes. 11% of people tweet while they drive. Guilty. I don't know if you're guilty or not. Blackberries are wanting to be Androids. Blackberries actually secretly want to be Androids. 23% agree. 17% of people tweet while they're on the toilet. I think that's really gross. So what's funny about that, though, is we got that result and we thought, wow, that sounds like a low number. We thought more people. And we'd done all this beautiful research about the psychology and the narcissism of people on social networks, and what got picked up was 17% of people tweet from the toilet. It ran on the national news. 17% of people admit that they tweet while they're. That's exactly right, well, exactly. Let me give you a few more. There's a couple more that I think are interesting. 33% of the folks out there have never played an online game. My son plays every hour. I don't play at all. 34% like to buy local, produce, farm, fresh, organic. 51% use social media on a daily basis. We're seeing that more and more, of course. I think it's going to grow. 51% might be low.
That sounds very low to me.
89% of lovers would never break up by text. That's important, don't you think?
Well, that's encouraging.
It's encouraging. Like, you're dropped. Goodbye. And let's see.
But 11% would. That's great.
At the airport, 34% of people prefer a scan to an actual pat down. John and his partner, Paul Netto, really founded this company to do audience segmentation right. I think they found the right platform to do it, the right capabilities to feedback, actionable data, actionable information, and you're getting a lot of traction right off the bat.
We like fighting the fight for publishers.
In close, can you please paint a picture for me? Let's look out over the next 2 years. What are things going to look like?
Well, for us, I mean, I think we're making a strong push into the top 50 publishers, and I don't think that anything will stop us over the next couple of years. I don't know. I think overall for the industry, I think what you'll see is publishers in general and a lot of the ads that get run, first-party data will be a huge part of the ecosystem, right? And so today, almost the whole ecosystem runs on third-party data. I think everybody will use first-party data first and foremost, and only fall back to third-party data, and that's going to have impact across a whole bunch of companies in the space.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you so much.